Hey guys, Quinn here from Tactical and Practical. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to open up a couple things today. When you accumulate a bunch of gear, you end up with a bunch of stuff that you need to carry, right? So I end up, I don't know if I've got a backpack addiction, affliction, if I'm a hoarder or what, but I've got some packs currently, and I decided to try to move towards a dedicated hunting pack. So I got a box from Kuiu, and we're going to take a look at those and see which one might suit me the best. To give you kind of frame of reference, the other thing is how big of a pack do I need, right? Well, it really depends on how long I'm going to be out for. For luggage purposes, to give you kind of frame of reference, this Burton pack is 30 liters. It is not really big enough for like cold weather gear and boots. It's good for like fall clothing will fit in here, and then some street clothing and a little bit of gear. Long weekend probably is what I can use that for. That's a pretty good pack actually. And then for running around in the field, I've been happy with this Deuter. This is called a Very Pack. Now that duffel bag was 30 liters. This is 35 liters for this pack. It's a little heavy, and it's got a lot of extra straps and stuff that I'm not crazy about. It does have the hydration port here, and this is only kind of interesting because they call it the Very Pack, and it has the 35 liter main bag, and then it comes with a 10 liter like strap-on bag. That's I didn't want to get off the ladder, but so it's kind of a combo. It's a little bit gimmicky, but it's a really good pack overall. This Topo Designs is still pretty new. Probably might give it to my daughter. It was just on a super deep discount, so I picked it up. I figured I'd use it for something. Also a 35 liter pack. Weighs a little bit less than the Deuter, and it also has this kind of oddball little add-on deal that you clip this here and it can ride there, so it's detachable, but it's so small that I don't know that it would be very handy. Also 35 liters, so that gives you kind of an idea of how big these are. I want to move to a more dedicated hunting pack where I can keep my gear and just have it ready to go. I did pick up a larger duffel 70 liter Nerona. I'll probably show you that separately. That can hold my boots and all my cold weather gear and some stuff, additional stuff. I was looking at the Patagonia Black Hole. I would like a pack of duffel big enough to fit all my gear and a loaded pack inside it. So when I jump out of the truck, I've got one duffel bag and a rifle case, and then I'm ready to go. That would be optimum. So we'll do these in order from largest to smallest. This is the Kuiu Venture 1800, and 1800 translates to 1800 cubic inches is like 29.5-ish liters. So this is about as big as that first duffel bag you looked at. This pack does feature an internal frame. It also has the waist belt, which I think is detachable, so if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. Here's that detachable waist belt, a couple of handy pouches. Nice zipper pulls here. You can grab them with your finger, probably even use them with the glove pretty easily. Maybe throw a rangefinder in there, or some ammunition, maybe a power bar, whatever you, Lara bar, whatever you like. Then you get adjustments here to carry the load. Top pocket, pretty standard, good size. I could fit maybe 4 to 6 fists maybe worth of stuff in that top pack. Here's the straps. Now, you got a couple of outside kind of bungee style deals. I don't know if that would actually even hold a water bottle in there. It does have this little baby zipper right there, so you can seal that up, or my guess is you can use that for a bladder, for the hydration hose. Got an extra little handle here. And then beyond that though, you do have a bunch of strap options to connect extra stuff. So you've got your 2 waist pouches, you've got your top pocket, and then you've got these 2 bungee pockets. I'm not a huge fan of the bungee pockets. The only downside of this I see so far is that that's all you have access to without going through the rigmarole of unsnapping these two and then unzipping the main, and then I guess that's, oh no, that's not the main pocket. That's just another front pocket that is top loader. Maybe stick a map in there, so you know, whatever you want. I guess it's kind of nice. It's kind of duffel bag style opening. And then, where do we get to the other zipper? So this at 30 liters would kind of be like I could go overnight with it. Okay, so you undo a couple more of these clamps, then you can open up the big one. Zippers are smooth. This is a nice product. Let's open it up, see what kind of organization we get. I'm trying to find something that can keep all my crap really organized. And in this case, you get a few features to help you do that. You get a couple of zip mesh pockets here inside the main compartment. Now you stick some toiletries in there or whatever you need. Here's the main compartment with a mesh divider in it. And you can open up, this has more space in it. It's folded up right now for packing. You can open it up here. So the nice thing so far about this, it's got an internal frame, is that you can scrunch it down, so if you don't need as much stuff, you can make it, you know, fit a little bit better. You can remove the, I guess this here is to remove that back plate. Got a little clip here. The adjustments on it make it so that you can scrunch it down to fit a smaller load. Really well padded straps. I think that you could, once you get this thing all adjusted and dialed in, it would be real comfortable to be out in the field. So I could probably make it a couple days with this thing. So that's 30 liters, right? The idea here is I was going to keep one of these, or I may keep two of them, one bigger and one smaller, but I really wanted to give you an idea of the size differences. So 1800 is 29 or 29 and a half liters, right? And that is the Venture 1800. They do come in medium and tall. Tall I think is for 5'11" and, or large and medium. 5'11" and taller. Small is up to 5'10". I'm 5'10" and a half. These were on sale, and the only one they had left was the larger frame. So that's the one I went with. All right, next up, I think this is the smallest one, so we'll go to the middle one of the bunch, so we can go from big size to little size. Corduroy material, this is the Divide 1500, so this comes in at 25 liters. 25 liter pack instead of that last one was 30. And again, really, I just had to get all these delivered so I could figure out what to keep. That's the problem with online shopping. You can't put your hands on it, feel it, try it. This feels really well made. Kind of got a rubbery bottom, probably waterproof enhancing. Now this also has a nice padded belt, which is also removable, which is a feature I really like. It does have a couple of pockets for easy access. Similar quality in the padding. Super springy and rich. You got your little cross thing here to tighten it up across your chest. Similarly, it does have hydration port access. And then in this case, you also get these little side pockets for whatever you stick in there. Generally, it probably needs to be something you're not afraid of losing, I guess. And then we've got, again, a top pocket. That last one, remember, would hold about, oh no, that's a different pocket. Let's see. So you have a pocket here that does not zip closed or anything, but it's got this extra waterproof in there. You wouldn't be able to stick much meat in there. Maybe you could, I wouldn't, usually I use binos, so I suppose you could put a spotting scope in there if that's what your preference is. You can put something in here and then it just closes with these clips for, I guess, easy access. Then you open up this, oh, here you go. I guess instead of a top pocket, you get a little side flat pocket, which has mesh divider into the inside and a zipper on the inside. So you can access this front pouch from either the inside of this pocket or the outside. No kind of traditional top pocket. Instead, you get this kind of hybrid coated one. Then you've got a front pocket that opens all the way. And what I really like is that these guys are thinking about like trying to keep me organized, right? So I've got a zip mesh here, a zip mesh here, a zip mesh here that goes behind, and then a couple of things to strap stuff on, so that if I have this all dialed in and set, and I follow the same placement of gear every time, it'll be pretty easy to stay organized, especially if it's dawn or dusk and I'm bumbling around in near dark and want to limit my use of my flashlight or whatever. If you know where your stuff is, it just makes life a lot easier. So you clip all this down. Now this clip deal at the top, this probably isn't going to keep a lot of weather out unless there's some kind of fold over flap, because even when this thing's tightened down, you see that there's that gap there. So I guess you could reach in there and get stuff on the fly, but it's not going to be all zipped up and protected. And then you get your big main pouch. Now it's nice, you can adjust stuff and cinch it down as you want. See how it expands there? You can cinch it down, but that also means that there are more clips you have to open to get into the stuff. But your main pocket you probably wouldn't open as much, right? Here's the main pouch. A little clip like the other one. Organizer there. 2 zip mesh pouches here. And then your main compartment. I could probably make it a couple days with this thing. This thing would do me more than one day, that's for sure. I really like the belt, and I really like that it's removable. So if I know I'm just going to be going out and back, I may not need that, depending on the load. And then if I'm going to go on a longer trek or whatever, and I want that belt, it's there as an option. So from a side-by-side, to give you an idea of how different these things are, 30 liters looks like this. 25 liters looks like that, right? To give you an idea kind of how they compare in a size fashion. And then last, we'll look at the smallest one and let you know what I think. Like I said, I'm probably keeping 1 or 2 of these things. I kind of like that internal frame. They all have pros and cons. These are not inexpensive either, so you want to kind of make sure that you like it, and then hopefully it'll give you years of service, right? Wear something, use something until you wear it out. It's nice to wear out gear. It just takes a long time when you buy good stuff, so you want to make sure you're buying stuff that you like, right? So that was 25 liters. Okay, last but not least, well actually it is least, it's smallest. This is the Divide 1200. Yeah, 1200. So it's the smallest of the bunch, and it comes in at right about 20 liters, I think. It's the smallest one by a lot. So 10 liters smaller than the big guy. The brown buckskin, whatever they call it, it's half size. And then this one is the smallest of the bunch. Probably kind of advertised like a day pack. Now this also has kind of that funky, weird outside pocket. And oh, I forgot to mention, and here it is on this too. There's a zipper on the bottom of this. And there's a zipper on the bottom of this. So the funky weird pocket, if you open it, see how your hand can pop through? Like that? So if you had a tripod or something, right, you would put it down through there, and then you could zip it, and then you could carry something that was longer than maybe the pack if it rode into that thing. And I think in the commercials then they show a guy strapping a spotting scope right through here. Not a great feature for me. I use binos on a chest harness generally, so probably won't be using that one too much. Okay, this does also have nice padding in the shoulders. It feels like the straps are the same on all 3 of these models. Again, with the little elastic on the sides, right? It's got that pass-through on the bottom for shooting sticks or a tripod or what have you. A long stick-like thing might fit there. Then you've got on this one, instead of that up and down zip on this, the buckskin, you have a front pocket you can open up. I could probably make it a couple days with this too. It just depends on how much crap you want to take with you, right? So this has one mesh pocket, a zip pocket, and then the main compartment. I'll tell you, when you get down to 20 liters though, this starts to feel small, right? Like This feels almost like a book bag or something. But for a quick day trip out and back, probably do you just find some snacks, whatever you need to get you through one day. I'm trying to buy the thing that will do more than one job, right? I've already got plenty of backpacks, but I really wanted to try to move towards a system where I knew where everything was every time. I could find stuff in the dark. It was packed the same way every time, and it was really purpose built. So I gotta pop these off to really get in this top pocket. And again, well thought out. You get a clip, you get a big organizer in the back, you get your main compartment, and then you get a couple of zip compartments as well. The Divide, 1200, smallest of the bunch. I'll hold it up so you can size compare. It does also have the opening for the hydration straw. These all feel really well made, and I think they're all going to give you years of service, whichever one you go with. They didn't send me these or pay me or anything. This is my money on the line, buying them. And just trying to give you guys honest evaluations. Now here's the one thing that I was kind of skeptical about when I ordered this, and I thought it may be a deal breaker for me anyway. Notice you do get the belt, but it is not the robust, puffy belt that has the padding, and it's not removable. So, you know, it's a day pack, so you probably aren't going to be doing quite as long a hikes or quite as arduous hikes. But if that belt is important to you for lumbar or just to have the access to those little pouches, you do not get it on the Divide 1200, the smallest one. So, 20 liters, Divide 1200, Divide 1500, right? The middle guy with the belt at 25 liters, and then the biggest one that I have of the bunch, and it feels quite a bit more substantial. This is the 1800, which gets you right up to about 30 liters. So this is the smallest to the biggest, smallest to the medium, and the smallest against the large. They all feel well made, well constructed. First impressions are probably if I'm just going out for a quick day hike, I've got some packs, other packs even, that would probably be suitable. These might be for intermediate to longer term jaunts. So my first impression is I'm probably going to return the smallest one, and a lot of that comes from the belt. The belt to me is pretty important, and I really like the way that Kuiu built into these things the fact that the belt is removable, because you may not always want it, but it's there if you do. So in all likelihood, I'm going to keep the 25 and probably the 30. I've got a couple of trips coming up where this is going to be fine, but I think I'm going to go out to West Texas and look for aoudad, and I may be out for a few days, and I think I'm going to need the added capacity of this. What we'll do is see if these fit in the duffel, loaded with the gear, and try to get me to a place where I can carry one duffel bag and a rifle case. Kuiu, you've got three choices: the Venture 1800, the Divide 1500, Divide 1200. All feel like they're really nice and well made. Just depends on the size you need. It's hard to get a handle on how big things are without going into the store, so I figured I'd show you the ones that came in, give you my initial impressions, and kind of try to show you how big they are. Maybe in another video I'll load these things out and show you like how much can actually fit in each one, because it's hard to kind of conceptualize the size of these things without putting your hands on them. But as far as quality, QA, QC, they're doing a great job over there. So they're all good packs, just depends on what you need. The smallest one does feel a little small, and it doesn't have the belt. So for me, that's probably the deciding factor. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you get something out of it. Like the video. I'll keep these coming. Bye.